Hello, 1111 Celestial Mystics. Are you ready for your 1111 coaching? Okay, today I'll be guiding you through a cosmic wisdom to help you live your best life, okay? I know people get tired. I gotta change that. I need something new, not live your best life. Everybody's saying that. I gotta get something new to say. All right, I'm work on it, y'all. All right, today we're diving into the energy of the upcoming new moon in Scorpio. Now, whether you're into astrology or just here to learn more about yourself, you'll want to stick around because this energy could shape things up, but in a good way. Okay, now this new moon has some powerful vibes that can help you uncover hidden parts of yourself, let go of what's holding you back, and rise above any challenges. Okay, it's all about transformation, renewal, and finding your inner strength. Okay, so get ready to learn how to work with this energy, handle any challenges, and come out stronger than ever. Alrighty, quick joke break. Why did the moon go to school? Because it wanted to be a little brighter, just like all of us here today. Okay, the moon's all about evolving, growing, and shining brighter. Let me see how long it's gonna take me to get to work. 1 second. Okay. And that's actually what this new moon energy is inviting each of us to do as well. So, what does this new moon mean for us? Okay, so imagine this. Imagine a reset button. One that's designed for your inner world. Okay? That means that's your emotions, your thoughts, your feelings, and even your past experiences. Okay? Scorpio energy is like a flashlight shining into the dark corners of our lives, illuminating things we may have ignored, buried, or even felt a little afraid or ashamed to look at. Okay? But instead of running from it, the new moon is saying, hey, let's face this together, brother. And turn it into something powerful. This time is all about transformation. Think of it like cleaning out your closet, which is what I'm doing right now, and I didn't realize how deep my closet is. I thought I had a small closet, but it's not that small. I'm really cleaning out my closet, guys. All right. So you get rid of old stuff you've outgrown to make space for things that actually fit who you are now. Okay? And I'm getting rid of a lot of stuff, guys. A lot. And this stuff I wouldn't even give to the Goodwill. It's going in the trash. I ain't giving anybody this. I know one man's junk is another man's treasure, but I'm not giving anybody this crap. It's crap. It's crap. All right. Now, the vibe around us this new moon can be intense. Scorpio doesn't mess around when it comes to emotions, okay? This energy could bring up some really deep feelings that could quite possibly surprise you and maybe even cause you some tension. Okay, this is just a warning ahead of time, just in case. Okay, I'm not going to sugarcoat anything because that wouldn't be helpful. All right. So you might feel a little more aware of your insecurities or things you rather avoid. Okay, I know that probably sounds scary, right? And for many of us, it may be very intense, but don't worry. It's just the universe's way of nudging you to grow. Okay? Now, you might notice things in your relationships that need to change, or you might feel like breaking free from something that's been holding you back. And even if it feels a bit uncomfortable, remember that this is a chance to turn any frustrations or setbacks into fuel for growth. Okay? Before I tell you what you can do to work with this moon energy, let me I want to share something that just occurred with me and a very, very, very close friend of mine. All right. So him and I, we were having a conversation about how I've been working with the angels and praying and releasing and, going through tremendous healing, right? And how it's been working for me. And when I explained to him about a situation that was going on between me and my siblings for years, okay? So I was basically estranged from my family, okay? Now, all of a sudden, everything healed. And it was totally effortless, okay? Now, I share a lot of information with this particular person. So he knew he knows basically everything that's pretty much going on in my life, all right? And I told him, I said, you're actually like a witness for me for the different for basically every experience that I've been having over the last 5 years, working closely with 10 specific angels, okay? He knows, he's been front and center. And I think that it triggered him because he hung with the phone on me. And I know he's going to act like it was by accident, but it wasn't. Me expressing that to him, the first thing that he said was, no, that's for you. If I have unresolved issues with people, I'm too old to be going back, and trying to balance it out with people. And, like for him, he's like, I'm too old for that. Like, I'm not doing that, and I didn't even, when I was expressing it to him, I was not saying this, having this conversation with him to bring light to situations with him, which I know about with him as well, right? Some things that, that he probably could resolve, Now, he's definitely not going to be doing angel work. I know that, right? It's just not it's not his thing, and I get that part. But there's I'm sure there's a way, for him to do it. This is the way I do it, so this is the way I share it. I say all this to say is that him and I was explaining to him Mercury retrograde and how Mercury retrograde, when it comes up, right? When Mercury retrograde comes around, we have communication issues, all right? And also unresolved situations that we might have occurred with others, okay, from our past, especially in our family. All right, people from our past, it could be anybody, It usually comes back up. And if it doesn't come up with the same person, it'll come up in another form with a different person, but it'll be similar. Okay, it'll be similar because, energy transmutes. Okay, so when I said that to him, it triggered him. He hung up the phone on me. He was working. Yes, he was working, but he hung up the phone on me. And I just wanted to share that because I'm saying that to say that he probably realized that there have been synchronicities that might have been showing up in his life saying, you need to fix this. This needs to be resolved. You need to handle this. And he's not biting. He's not taking the bait. So I just wanted to share that. So pay attention to the synchronicities, because the universe is going to definitely show you where it wants you to put all of your focus on. Okay? It's going to shine a light on that. You're going to see synchronicities. Okay? Now, here's what you can do to work with this new moon energy. All right? Rather than feeling stuck or overwhelmed by it. Okay? So you're going to take some time to think about what no longer fits your life. Okay? So like for me, what no longer fits my life is disorganization. Being unorganized. That's just not going to work for me anymore. I'm only working 4 days a week now, but I'm working even more hours during those days. That means that I need to be on a strict schedule, because I have to get rest, right? I have to have a strict schedule, which means that I need to be organized. Or else things are gonna just be getting out of hand. Like today, like I would have liked to leave out the house at 1 o'clock on the dot, by 1 o'clock on the dot, but I didn't leave out until 1:07, and that's okay. It's getting better, so I need to be more organized. Okay, that cannot fit. Okay, so think about some of the things that you need to change in your life. Okay, so now it could be a habit, a thought pattern, or even a relationship that doesn't feel supportive. The universe is going to let you know. It's going to show you those people that need to go. Okay, and you might not even have like a real major issue with them. It's just that where you're going, they cannot be supportive. They just can't, for so many reasons, and the universe knows. The universe knows. The universe might say, yeah, they're a good person. You could talk to them, every now and then, but this person's presence is just going to hold you back. And some of them aren't doing it on purpose. It's not everybody, they're not consciously trying to hold you back. That's not what it is. But energetically, if you're on this ride, right, and you're headed in this beautiful direction where you're going on this beautiful journey, and this other person, it hasn't taken the necessary steps, right, to go on their own beautiful journey, they're going to just try to hitch a ride on your journey. But the universe might be like, hell no, because they don't deserve it. They don't deserve it. They didn't do the work. That's why they can't go, because they didn't do the work. Okay? Now, if they were going to be supportive towards you, right, and not take more than what they give, then maybe they could come. Maybe they could come and enjoy the fruits of your labor along with you. Okay? So now, you're going to write down anything you're ready to let go of, if you can. Okay? Because some of us like, I'm not letting anything go. I'm not letting anything go. I'm holding on to everything. And I get it, because that's how I was feeling. Last week? I was like, there's nothing I want to let go of. Like, so this is about to be, and it took me a week. And now I'm like, okay, there's some things I could let go of, and I'm cleaning out my closet, and I'm using the actual physical act of cleaning out my closet as a way to prepare for this new moon. Okay, so by the time I perform my new moon ritual, the new moon is on Friday, I probably won't perform my new moon ritual until Monday. Okay, I know that the way I've learned is that you don't perform rituals during the void of course. Okay, so by Monday my closet will be spotless. Okay, everything's gonna be in order. I'm getting rid of all the BS, and that's it, and that's all. Okay, so now if that's not what you want to do, all right? There's another physical way that you could do it. So you're going to write everything down, okay? And you're going to safely burn that piece of paper, okay? So now, the act of burning symbolizes release, okay? Now, you could do both. You could find a physical act, like cleaning out your glove compartment. As I clean out this glove compartment, I release what no longer serves me, all right? And write down on a piece of paper, what you want to release, okay? Letting go is the first step in transformation. Next, you want to think about who you want to become and the qualities you want to develop as well, okay? Now, you're going to write down a couple of intentions that feel inspiring. For example, I intend to be more confident and authentic in my relationships. Or, I intend to trust myself and embrace change. Okay? These are like little seeds you're planting for growth. And under this new moon, they're ready to take root. Okay? Now, Scorpio energy is intense, but it's here to remind us that change isn't something to fear. Okay? In fact, the more we embrace change, the stronger we become. Okay? So we can think of this new moon like a reminder to let go of the old so you can make room for the new. All right? I say this in almost every video because we actually have the opportunity to do this every 30 days. If you've been following my content, then you notice that like around a new moon and the full moon too, all right, I'm constantly saying, you're making room, release so that you can make room for the new. Release so that you can make room for the new. Release so that you can make room for the new. Okay? Each month actually brings with it a different flavor or twist to it. All right? And this should keep you intrigued rather than overwhelmed. Okay? Everything is always changing and you are always evolving. The key is to evolve into something new and better. Not the same old thing over and over like many of us out here muggles are doing. Okay? Now, if you're a part of this collective, you possess the strength of spirit and the strength of mind. So with all this introspection happening, remember to stay grounded. Okay? Spend some time doing what makes you feel calm and centered. Like listening to music, journaling, meditating, spending time in nature, or even spending time alone if it makes you feel better. Okay? Scorpio season is heavy, so balancing it, Scorpio energy is heavy. All right? So balancing it with activities that make you feel peaceful and connected to yourself will help you stay in control of your emotions. Now, here's a real life example to help support you during this phase. All right? I've been using this for myself and it's been extremely helpful. Okay? So now you want to imagine that you're carrying a backpack. All right? A backpack that's full of rocks. Okay? And these rocks are things that you haven't let go of. Maybe it's self-doubt, old friendships that don't uplift you, or even habits aren't good for you. All right? You're used to carrying them, but they make everything harder, right? Of course it does, because it's weighing you down, slowing you down. making it almost impossible for you to maintain a steady pace in your life so that you can thrive. Now, this new moon is like a big chance to stop. Stop. Look in that backpack and take out the rocks you don't need. You'll be lighter, stronger, and ready to keep moving forward when you do. Okay? Now, here's some supportive spiritual resources to help you transform your journey with some extra cosmic help. All right? Raphael helps us with emotional healing and renewal. When you're setting intentions or reflecting, you can ask Archangel Raphael for support to release old wounds and embrace a fresh start. So as you're pulling those rocks out your backpack, make sure that you're connecting with Archangel Raphael. Okay? Because you can even write him a letter. You can say something like, "Dear Archangel Raphael, the new moon is coming up. So I went through my backpack to prepare for the journey. I found these old rocks that I can no longer carry. They weigh me down and stunt my growth. So can you take them for me so that I can continue on my journey? Then write down everything you want to let go of this season, and remember to end your letter with thanksgiving and appreciation for Raphael's help." Okay? Now, you can even burn that letter to accelerate your transformation. Okay? Now, as you burn the letter, you can recite Isaiah 43 verse 18 through 19. Remember not the former things, nor consider the things of old. Behold, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs forth. Do you not perceive it? Ooh. That scripture, oh my God, do you not perceive it? Woo! This reminds us that focusing on the past blocks us from embracing what's meant for our future. You might also want to have the death card out. My boyfriend does not like that I have the death card out on my altar. I came home and there was a piece of paper. So I called him. I go, "What were you doing on my altar?" He's like, "I have no idea what you're talking about. I have no idea. What are you talking about?" And I'm like, "Sal, there was a paper covering my card." So I have a few cards up on my altar. The only card that was like covered up was the death card. As I'm sitting there, I look over at my altar and I busted out laughing. So he's like, "Oh, maybe that was an accident because I was cleaning up." I'm like, a piece of paper just standing up right in front of the death card. It's funny as hell. But you had to see it. If you don't think if you don't think that it's funny, it's funny. It's funny. Because I can understand, even though he knows nothing about tarot, he knows absolutely nothing about tarot. Like I said, he practices Islam. When he, just seeing that card, it was just probably to him, fuck. He probably, I know he loved me, he accept me, but I know he'd be like, "Yo, she be doing some weird shit." So, you might want to have the death card out when you do this ritual, okay? Because the death card is all about transformation, okay? It's more about new beginnings than it is about endings, okay? It's more about allowing something new. When you see the death card in the reading, yes, it's saying that something is coming to an end, but it's also a signal that something new is getting ready to come in. That's why I turn red really, really fast. Okay. Scorpio energy actually symbolizes the end of one cycle and the start of a new one. Okay. So, my amazing 11/11 mystics, this new moon in Scorpio is a powerful time to let go, set new intentions, and rise above any obstacles in your way. Don't fear the depth of this energy. Embrace it and use it to your advantage, and trust that transformation, though it may be challenging, is beautiful, and it's also necessary. Now, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet, and leave a comment below on what you're ready to release. And don't forget, as always, I love you with that agape kind of love, and I'll see you in the next vid. Peace.